What's up guys? Today I'm in the very north of Scandinavia. Here I'll be exploring the clearest lake in all of Sweden, camping at Fjords in Norway, cook up some amazing burgers and explore some World War II shipwrecks. Alright guys, this is where I'm heading. It's a lake with the clearest water here in Sweden and it's located at the very north of Sweden. So I'm right next to Norway. It's a mountain lake. As you can see, there's still snow in the mountains there. So the lake might still partially be frozen, but maybe I jump in anyways, but we'll see when we get there. You see those red crosses there? Just like this one. There's a lot of snowmobile trails here in the winter. Might have to come back at that time. There you see it. I'm also close to a place called Riksranse, which is a place quite famous for great snowmobiling. It's about 10 kilometers that way. And I'm planning to get my own snowmobile next year. So I'll probably be coming back in this area quite frequently next winter.
I think this is a good spot to take a break.
Let's continue. It's the last week of June and there's still some snow left. About 250 kilometers over the Arctic Circle. So it takes a while for everything to melt. I'm so close to Norway that the mountains you see in the background, that is actually Norway. You can see a train going down there with iron ores. And if you look now, there's a gold bucket. So that train goes from Kiruna in Sweden all the way to Narvik, Norway. And there's about 1,000 or so of those buckets in which they ship the iron ores. It comes from the iron mine in Kiruna. And one in all of those buckets is gold. And I just saw the gold bucket. It's the first time I ever see the gold bucket. I feel like the camera's not really doing it justice, how big the mountain is and how nice it looks. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a perspective. Pretty big mountain. See how clear this water is already. It's like super clean. See if I can taste test this one. It tastes pretty good. Normally you should never drink water without boiling it or filtering it or cleaning it, but I mean, it comes from somewhere up there. Pretty sure this one's good to drink, but you should still always boil it, you know, in case of some bacteria or parasites. But don't take me as an example. I've been seeing a lot of these kind of like overhangs, like you can hide underneath. This one is not good, but I'm keeping it in mind. Maybe for another video I come back here and I spend the night camping in one of these natural shelters. Perfect shelter. There's a helicopter coming to save me. That would be nice. Let the helicopter be a good reason to subscribe, because once YouTube starts paying me a bit better, I'll be hiring a helicopter from time to time to drop me off somewhere in the mountains, and then I'll spend days hiking back. It's a little out of my budget for now, but I will do it. So subscribe and share, like, comment. But for now, we're just gonna have to be happy with the clearest lake here in Sweden. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Wow. Because of the wind we have some waves which makes all the light being reflected, but otherwise you can see the bottom sometimes from here, but it gets deep quick. You can already see the rocks going down here. I think this is about 5 meters deep already. Look at this. Wow, really cool. I think this is the perfect spot to enjoy a monster. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but I can really clearly see the bottom, and it does freak me out a little bit. But just to show you how deep it is, try to follow this rock. I think it just hit the bottom. But anyways, I got a Ultra Peachy King, or as some people call it, a motivatieblik. This flavor is up there with the top. It's one of my favorite ones. The white one is my number one now. There was a time where the blue Mango Loco was catching up, but it dropped again. The white monster is like here: Mango Loco, Peachy Keen, Ultra Rosa. Flip those. Nah, no, don't flip them. Yeah. And then quite a bit lower, maybe the Mango Zero Sugar one. And I think that's kind of the flavors I drink mostly. Right, I'm gonna hike around the lake a little. See a small pathway up there. Maybe I can get a higher POV and see if I can see the bottom a little bit better. And then I think it's time to head back. I was debating going into the water. You know, a friend of mine was here last week and he went in, and I told him, of course I go in too, but it's cold. It's really cold. The water is cold. It's also, I think it's about 6 degrees Celsius now, and I think the water is about 2 degrees Celsius. There's quite a strong wind, and I just can't be bothered. I'll leave that for another time. When I come back here next time, I'm going for a plunge. There's too much wind to see anything more. I think I'm heading back to the car so I can drive to Norway. I wonder what that is though. Really cold now with the wind in my face. My GoPro just died, so I'm switching to the phone, but look at this one though. Very cool. Whoa. Oh look, got some small cabins with some people there. I think those are the people that probably got dropped by that helicopter earlier. Alright guys, made it back to the car. It was quite a cold hike back with the wind in my face, especially in the beginning. Once I got a little bit lower on the mountain, it was not so bad anymore. But now I'm gonna look for a nice camping spot somewhere in Norway. So I'm gonna drive to Norway towards the town called Narvik. And I think in that area I want to cook some dinner, spend the night, eat some breakfast, and then I want to explore some fjords tomorrow. But first I gotta find a spot, so I'm gonna look something up. And while I'm doing so, you can see that I'm charging my phone with the SNTIALS power bank, which comes with a solar panel, built-in cables, as you can see, built-in light, including flickering quick, and just overall it's a super nice handy dandy little power bank. So if you're looking for one, the link in the description, get yourself one of these and use this code for 15% off. SNTIALS15 for 50% off. Also has one of these so you can hang it up, which is super nice, because if you have it like this, solar power, solar panel towards the sun, man, perfection guys. Oh, and also almost forgot, also you can just also put your own cables in there as well. Best power bank in the game. Get one yourself now, link in description, use this code for 15% off. But I'm gonna look up a nice little spot. All right, I know where to go. Now I'm in Norway. So I saw this sign from the road as well. And here in Narvik, in the Second World War, they fought quite a heavy battle here. So I think there's like an old cannon remain from that war. I'm gonna quickly hike this one, see where it goes. So it's a Second World War memorial site. There are 6 of them in total in this area, and because in the Second World War there was quite a ferocious battle being fought here in Narvik. I think there is a movie about it called Narvik, so check that one out if you want all the correct information. But it was very harsh is what I just read there, because it was in winter time. So some Norwegian soldiers were here in winter time. They didn't have houses to sleep in, so they had to sleep in shelters, tents and snow caves while fighting a battle. And I mean, by now I think I'm 260 kilometers over the Arctic Circle. Winter time here, you don't want to be outside fighting off Germans. It said that it was the most difficult thing the Norwegians had to encounter during the whole war. It was the fight here because of the harsh winter conditions, and they were just in a bad position overall. But watch the movie if you want more information on it. I haven't seen it myself, but I'll also be watching it soon. Oof, man, it's cold outside. I'm not the only one who found this spot, but what a spot. Massive mountain there. There's a beach down here. Super cool large bridge over there. You probably can't see it on the GoPro. So I think I'm gonna camp out here. I'll probably set my tent up somewhere in the woods to the left. Here we got the perfect spot to put down the tent. So we're putting it down there, and then I'll wake up with a beach view. Look at this. And I just checked the weather app. It's gonna be sunny in the morning. Wow. But first, it really is time to get some burgers on the grill, because I am starving. Got some cheddar cheese. Mm. 10 out of 10. I'll have to clean this off a little bit better when I get home. I don't want to put it in the salt water because I don't know if that's good or bad for it, but I feel like it's bad. Got a tea, got Autumn Storm. And I think it's time to set up the tent. Hoppakee. Packs are in. Alright guys, I'm going to bed, so I'll be seeing you guys in the morning. Good morning guys. Look at this guys. That's nice. I think it's time to get some breakfast in. Then I'm gonna explore a
shipwreck which has sunken a little bit further down in this fjord. It's from the Second World War. It's a German, like a big German destroyer ship, and part of it still sticks out of the water, so that's where I'm going today. Man, look at this now, guys. The clouds have disappeared a little. Just look at this view, man. Look at this, man. Oh my god. Man, I might move to Norway soon. I just immigrated to Sweden, you know, Sweden #1, but this, man, this is so, I really hope the GoPro is not so good at showing like sizes, but I hope it does justice to this mountain, because this is ridiculous. Yeah, Norway might be, it's a close second. It's a close, Norway's #1. Norway's #1, guys. I've been here for 1 day. Norway's #1. Sweden, sadly, #2. Wow. I'm just making a quick coffee and I got some donuts. I also brought hot dogs, but I'm saving those for, I think, lunch, because I don't want to waste any more time here. I just want to start exploring. So quick breakfast and then we're off towards the shipwreck. Just taking my donuts, get some vitamins in there as well. Man, what a start of the day, eh? Clouds have disappeared, sun is up. I just opened my phone as well and I saw that England beat Croatia yesterday, which is great because I put money on England winning. I feel good, healthy and energized. Oh, and I'm about to see a sick shipwreck. What a start of the day. What a start of the day, guys. One of my best mornings ever, I think. 10 out of 10 this one. I'm excited. Hot. I think it's time to pack up the tent and go. Of course, I can't forget the vitamins. Man, what a view. You see the fjord here to the left? That's where the shipwreck is. So I'm gonna drive down as far as the road goes and then I'm gonna hike the rest of it. And just look in front of you now. The 360 camera definitely doesn't do justice on how just high these mountains are, but this is really cool. It's like super steep. All right, let's go. Good and bad news. I found the shipwreck. It's right here, but I don't think I can pass strong current, and there's not a pathway that goes all the way to there, so yeah, I'm not risking that. Okay, I'm gonna try to go around these fences through the mountain and then come back down there. There does seem to be a trail going here. Would be perfect if this one leads to where I need to be. Looks like I'm not the first one to do this. Gonna see how close I can get. Oh, shit, wet. The other side got hit hard. Whoa. So the Germans actually rammed it into the side on purpose so that the crew members could escape when it was going down. I think this is where the anchor is supposed to come out of.
You can really get nice and close. Can't even touch it. And inside it's still very much intact. So a lot of divers come here and they go inside. Yeah, and this is definitely where the anchor is supposed to be. It's also flipped upside down. I don't really know how that happened. But the bottom seems, so the bottom, which is now the top, seems very, very damaged. I don't know if that is because it scraped the bottom or that it got hit by some explosives. Crazy. And this ship is also from the battle in the 1940s. The same battle of which yesterday we saw the memorial. Look at this. You can see underwater as well a little bit. Can you imagine the amount of force that's needed? Oh, not so much, never mind. To bend that iron. Now not so much, it's just my toe. You know, I must say, it's hard to believe that they were fighting like such a crazy, aggressive war in such a beautiful and peaceful place. I mean, it happened, obviously. But I can't imagine what it would have looked like and would have been like back then. Definitely not as peaceful as now. I can see several big fishes swimming over there. But I think it's enough of this. I'm heading back to the car. I'm going to the next location. You guys remember the train? It's driving up there now. And this train ride you can actually also take as a person. It's one of the most beautiful train rides in all of Europe. If you go from Abisko to Narvik. And another fact, one of the main reasons for Norway to be included in the Second World War is because of the iron mine in Sweden. Because all the iron from Gällivare and Kiruna goes to the harbor here in Narvik. And from there on, the Germans wanted the iron to go to their weapon factories, which is one of the reasons why the Germans decided to attack Norway. If I slip now, this will probably be my last video, guys. Another video next Saturday. Also, subscribe so you don't miss that one. It really helps me out as well if all you guys subscribe, because I can see how many of you guys are subscribed and how many aren't. Most of you guys are not even subscribed, so click that subscribe button, guys. You know what? I'm sweating a little. I think I'm just gonna cool down here. Oh, this shit is super cold. Whoa. This is not lovely on the toes. Alright, so as you guys know, I'm close to the town of Narvik. So I'm thinking now I go to the town, maybe see if I can get some food or something to drink there. And then I want to explore some more World War II memorials or wrecks. I know there is somewhere in this area, there is a plane similar to this that's like half in a lake, half out of a lake. So maybe I can visit that one or something else. But I think first I go to Narvik, see if I can get a drink or something. Alright. I'm backing up because look at this. Wow. Alright, welcome to Narvik and Narvik's McDonald's. Time to dig in. First Big Mac in 8 months or so. That's nice. Alright, so I just looked up all the spots and there is a bunch of old shipwrecks, plane wrecks, everything. But they're all underwater. So there's a few you can kind of see without diving, but most of them you just gotta dive down to really see them. So instead of going to another shipwreck or a plane wreck, I'm gonna go up a hike. I think it's a mountain right behind me, but it's a nice hike that shouldn't be too crazy, but with a nice viewing point at the end. So that's where I'm going now. Holy rich. Can you imagine living here? By the way, this is your view. These people have money. Maybe one day, guys. Bad news. The road is closed down. And to walk from here is, that's not an easy hike anymore. Then I'll be done somewhere in the middle of the night. So I'm gonna change plans. Alright, change of plans. I'm driving back a little to this spot. and then I'm gonna park the car here. I think I'm gonna just take a look from this viewpoint, and then maybe I visit one more viewpoint. And I think it's time to head back home. That's a nice overview of Narvik. I think in winter time this is in a hotel for the ski resort here, because normally you can go up this mountain. You see that antenna over there? That's where I had to hike to otherwise, but that's I think it will take me like 5 hours to get up there, 5 hours down, and it's already 4:30 now. But that's also where you go up to with the chairlift. I think there's slopes over there, and then maybe some more, I don't know. Alright, I found one more spot that I want to visit, and then I'm gonna race back home, because I also just got news that the shops will all be closed until Monday. It's now Thursday, because the Midsummer, which is a super big famous holiday in Sweden, is this weekend. So everything closes down and I have like 0 groceries in my house, so I need to race home. But first, I'm gonna make a little detour, because I think I just looked on the map and I think I found another spot, another fjord. What a nice spot. I'm gonna drive back a little bit because I just drove past a sign. It said something museum, like bat museum. There's another memorial spot. Crazy how many different memorials and also like shipwrecks and everything there is here in Narvik. If you enjoyed watching that video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and then I hope to see you next Saturday in a new video. Bye bye.